Okay, so I'm just in the iTunes. You can see up here I'm in the itunes.apple.com, and all I've done is gone to the newsstand, and I'm just going to do some research. My next magazine I would like to do in travel. So I've just come to the newsstand further down here in the index, and then come down, and these are all your categories within the newsstand. So you could have a look in business and investing, for example, and I've just come down and clicked on travel and regional. So these are all the magazines that are available, or actually popular apps. So they're not all magazines, but most of the yeah, I'm not sure how many. Quite a few of them are. So I did actually just spot my friend's magazine. Now I can't see it. Here it goes. So Nat and Jody, they have the House Sitting World magazine. And in fact, Nat and I used to have a, I'll just click on that again. Nat and I used to have a business teaching people, in social media and what have you, a few years ago now, so sort of around the 2009, 2010, how to passion from your profits. How to profit from your passions. And so here they are now house sitting international world travellers, and so because of that, they've created their own magazine to help other people to get gigs house sitting around the world. And also they have a really popular, with about 6,000 or 7,000 strong followers now, Facebook group called House Sitting World. So get along there. They've got a fantastic program they've built around it. But it all started off with their magazine, and from this magazine they've developed their business program from that. So if we just look in here, we've got a very simple cover. So House Sitting World is the name there, and a feature. So we've got the dog as a feature, and a lot of the house sitting obviously is about looking after pets. So very appropriate to have the picture of the dog, and meet Nellie, the dog who blogs. So obviously that's a bit of an intriguing little title there to get you in to find out more information. And then they've just got, you can't quite see it, this is why it shows the importance of having minimal text on your front cover, because where people are seeing it is actually, this sort of size icon within the iTunes preview or iTunes newsstand store. Okay, so you can actually view that in iTunes, but when you, as well as designing your cover for your magazine, then you also have the description, which I mention in about chapter day 6, I think. No, day 1 actually of part 2. So day 1 of part 2, we talk about the description. Actually, no, sorry, can't remember where that one is. But anyway, in the part 2 section we talk about the description, the front cover, and then your screenshots. So when I'm talking about the screenshots, that's for here. You need to choose 4. You can have up to 4. So choose any of the articles that you actually have in that issue, and obviously these will change for each issue that you do. Keep it nice and simple. Nat and Jody, I know they have gone to, I think, purely a native base, so I'll talk about that as well in under day 6. So native based as opposed to the advanced version, because while they're travelling it's a lot quicker, and most people now read the magazine on their mobile phone, so on a smartphone. So the native version works very well for that, and so you no longer have to pay for a graphic designer or to do the graphic design yourself. So within this they've just got an eye-catching image at the top, then the heading, and you can see throughout they've got a very similar type of heading, similar colouring, same font, and then underneath it's literally the copy and paste the text in there. So you copy and paste normally into your Mag app platform in a plain text, and then from there you would use, just a bit like you use in Google Docs for example, where you then start to pretty it up to do the formatting for your heading, for, italics, bold, anything like that. You can do pull quotes. You'd insert other images there. You can insert podcasts, for example, for audio. You can insert the normally just the number and the letter part of the YouTube share code. So you don't need all of the youtube.com/. It's just quite simply, but most apps actually take you through and tell you exactly what you need there. So it's just the, to include your YouTube video. And so when you're doing I've included the screenshots, the sizes for your screenshots for depending on what mobile device they're actually going to be looking at this on, because you need to create lots of different, I think there's 5 altogether. So for example, this image you would create 5 different times in the 5 different sizes. So I'll show you how to do that in another video. So your description is description to the magazine, and then also to this actual version that the issue that you've got, what's coming up in this issue. So you can click on the more, there's plenty space to have more information. You can see there's lots of information. And also, obviously, what's really important is to get your reviews. So you would have a iTunes app review within your magazine. Not in that first issue, you don't need it for the first issue, but for any subsequent issues that you create after that.